Knock. We are back. Back, bitches. NFL Game Day show coming to you every week here. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. live. Juicy Whip Studios. Feels good to be back, B-Knock.
It does, man.
Off for a couple weeks.
And thank God I turned the AC on at 4 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, dude.
It's almost tolerable in here right now. It's
almost.
not bad. We've been saying, what now, for 2.5 years you're going to buy a new air conditioner?
Yeah.
Somebody, we need to start a GoFundMe, something.
Me and you just need to work a couple hours overtime.
Right.
And stop being cheap bastards.
Right. Stop being cheap fucks and go buy.
That's basically probably the easiest solution to all of this. So, back here we got Cam back in the driver's seat in the King's chair. It looks like that's becoming your normal position.
Right.
I'm kind of fading on this show.
Yes, you are.
I really am. I don't even have a fucking camera now. I'm just a stupid producer guy. I'm just stupid producer guy. That's all I am on this show. I'm nothing else.
That's what happens when your Instagram and all your accounts.
Right, when they all get
You
closed.
are one pathetic
You're like not
loser.
even a person on Earth anymore, bro.
Really?
You have no accounts. You have no followers. What the hell, man?
Knocker was asking me today, he's like, hey, did you see his pictures of our cousin Joe? He's traveling the United States right now wearing the
Facebook,
Sportscast
he's sending
shirt.
pictures wearing a Sportscast shirt.
Like, what are you talking about?
I don't have a
Facebook
account. They kicked me off.
You don't have a personal one?
Dickhead, asshole.
I know.
You don't have a personal?
No.
You're not
I have
friends.
an Instagram and
You're
a
not
Twitter
friends
now.
with your cousin Joe on
Right?
on your personal?
Serious.
What are you doing? It's 2017. Have you grown up yet?
What do you?
I am more social media savvy than you right now, bro.
You're not savvy. No, don't say
Eat that.
Savvy's not the word.
Eat
You're just
that.
smarter at posting stuff.
But
than
whatever. I'm existing and you're not, bro.
I guess that is savvy.
Yeah, that's you just named the definition of savvy.
You know what? So you guys can call the show 626.
Caught him in his own lie right there.
626.
You didn't have to beat him.
208-9040. Again, 626-208-9040. Tweet us at Real Josh Pacheco on Twitter or at Budknocker on Twitter, at CB Bullock on Twitter as well. You can get Cam. Got a lot of stuff going on today. Again, first episode of our NFL Game Day show. If you guys aren't familiar or new to the show, downloading this podcast, we do this every season. NFL is what drives us, right, Knock? That's where we kind of started.
Absolutely.
NFL.
Football. Absolutely.
Everyone loves football. We got the Pigskin Pick'ems coming up once again. That is just the funnest time ever. Every week we'll bring it to you guys. Pigskin Pick'em, go over every game. Pick our picks, pick our winners. We have a contest online on our website. We give away a great prize. I think it's $200 or something.
$200. We might have to scale that back.
We can't even buy an air conditioner, but we're going to
We've got no sponsors in our beer company.
We'll give
dumped
you
us.
our $200 instead. We'll sweat it out all season. That's how much we love all you guys.
You got no
Right
sense.
there.
What happened to the beer company?
I don't even want to get into that. I'm not happy at all.
I love firefighters.
Okay.
I'm not going to put them down, but
Yeah.
they stopped sponsoring us.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly.
pretty much all I can muster up. Says it.
That's why we have you in-depth commentary.
Exactly. So we're going to bring you guys again. Pigskin Pick'em. We'll have that. I'll get that up on the website in a couple weeks here. Sportscastlife.com.
I don't know. I can't wave a magic wand. I'm not gonna. I can't make them a sponsor.
Do you
again.
see people how I'm fading? They don't even pay attention to me. They're just
Exactly,
talking to
right?
themselves. I'm just the guy
Are you
in the
here?
corner.
Look, just push the buttons.
I'm just the dude in the corner.
Just push the buttons,
Just make
Renee.
them. Just push the laser. Just
Renee,
push the laser
just push the
sound
buttons.
effect.
All right?
Seriously. I feel like an idiot.
What an idiot.
I know. I'm just sitting here.
Well, you
Well, it's not like
basically.
you're Johnny or somebody important.
you know.
over there,
Thank
know?
you. I appreciate it, guys.
Well, you basically said to your father that he's not social media savvy. Then you proceeded to compliment him on how he's smarter posting on social media.
Right. Hello.
How would you like to suck my balls?
Present them.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, busted it out there. Again, guys, we'll have our Pigskin Pick'em, though, up in a couple weeks on our website, sportscastlife.com. It's free to enter. We've had the biggest turnout last year in our last 5 years, so, again, I'm sure it's going to be bigger this year. Also, again, the Sportscast Fantasy Football is back. I know a bunch of people have been asking about that. When's it going to start up? I'll be kicking that up in about a week here. Again, we're kind of like soccer. We're going to drop the last 4 teams out from the number 1 division, bring in the top 4 from the second division. This is who's going to move in. Cam, were you in it last year?
I was in it. I don't know where I am specifically. I think I was in playoffs.
Did you make the cut?
I hope I did.
Okay, we're going to have to get to that. Knocker might not be able to log in, so we'll see if he's going to play this year.
I'm not sure I can even. pick a team this year.
Seriously.
I don't even have a computer anymore.
I know, really. We've jacked all your stuff. He's down.
Right?
You're back to your original notebook.
This is it. I've got this.
Knocker, what'd you start
And
with?
my original iPad.
You're like Leonardo DiCaprio. On the,
My original iPad.
I'm back to my iPad.
You're like Leo on the Titanic. You just need a piece of paper and your pencil, right?
Got my charcoal pencils,
Yeah.
and I'm good.
And just have Cam take his shirt off. You can get the nudie shot. Have him lay out. You can sketch him out.
Yep.
All right, Knock. We're going to get into a bunch of NFL stuff. So, again, all the fantasy football stuff, all the pigs can pick him. I know everyone's been asking. We'll get that up in the next week, and we'll make sure we send out all the links. Knocker, huge NFL news coming down today, so we're going to get to all that. We're going to get to the Ezekiel Elliot story. Going to get to this Michael Vick on Colin Kaepernick issue that I've had a lot of people hit me back on. Going to get into a little bit of Chargers having, again, the injury bug strikes them once again for the Chargers. Mike Williams going down with maybe a season-ending injury, Knocker.
That is horrid.
For the
Curse
Chargers.
of the name Mike Williams, right?
Right? No shit, man.
My
You're
God.
absolutely
Every
right.
Mike Williams that's been in the NFL is just
Absolutely, man.
They're done.
The kid
Don't
from
name
SC.
your kid.
I mean, yeah, it's yeah.
it's a curse. Like
Yeah.
it's a legitimate curse.
Don't name your kid that. All right, guys. Also, Bonehead of the Week, Knocker, we got a Jaguar in trouble. We got a Bronco in trouble. And we got a Redskins president that can't even pronounce the first name of his quarterback correct. So we have all that coming up.
Fringe Bronco player in trouble.
What?
serious?
Don't go to me fringe.
He's fringe.
He is a Broncos player.
Yeah, but he's not going to
And
play
the
this
Broncos
season.
will come up
Did
later.
he wear a Broncos uniform at any time on an NFL field last year?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's all. Thank you,
Makes
Knocker.
him
He could. I'm
a
saying
it makes him a Bronco player. Did they cut him a check? A full NFL salary check?
I said fringe Broncos player. He's expendable.
No, okay. All right.
That's what I said.
All right.
I've wanted to cut him for 2 years. Dude, I will set up a GoFundMe page to have him cut. I don't like him that much.
Get
He's
that
terrible.
set up and go. Knocker, I got a little bit of college football for you in a little while, so get to that.
I hate college football. Can't
God,
stand
I can't wait for it. Seriously.
I'm watching reruns right now, dude.
Right.
Oh, you're watching the
Serious.
top 25 too?
Yes, I am.
I love it. So am I.
Absolutely. Just give it to me. Tennessee's playing Florida State for the national championship tonight. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Bad it is right
Knocker,
God, I
do you
love
miss
it.
this? Do you miss this?
I love it.
This is Knocker's segment for his college football, man. When this comes back, Knocker, how long does he think? Next week?
now.
We get next week. We're going to get some previews. We're going to get some
2 weeks.
Huh?
Give me 2 weeks to be in depth, but we'll tickle it. We'll scratch it
Yeah,
next
scratch
week.
a little bit of college
Yeah,
football.
yeah.
By the way, I interviewed for my Fox
We'll go
Sports-
panties on
Oh.
next week.
Oh.
Okay.
It's
You're up, Cam.
panties
And
on. I don't even know how to follow that.
Yeah,
I really don't.
I don't know how you follow that either.
No, it was
I
pretty
really
good.
Don't.
So I,
both of you know exactly what
yeah,
I'm talking about.
yeah.
That's what's funny. You guys both know what I'm talking about.
I was kind of flabbergasted by that. I wasn't really expecting it.
Didn't know what to think about that.
I interviewed for that position for Fox Sports, by the way. So,
all right.
How'd it
so they
go?
said that they might want to get me on a live production crew for college football.
Oh.
So
Really?
I might be traveling for college football every weekend.
Wow. A traveling correspondent.
That is like, see what we do for people on
I
the show?
love it.
See what we do?
We'll have to see,
Renee's
though.
working for iHeart. He goes to Fox Sports. We just
Our
let
own Aaron
Johnny's
Andrews.
with Heidi and Frank.
It's our own Aaron Andrews.
It is.
Except hotter.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Play it, own it, baby.
So they were telling me that there was a bunch of in-studio stuff and live production. But, yeah, I might be traveling possibly with the crew going for college football. That's
That's awesome.
That's like my
dude.
dream,
Oh,
dude.
that's
Oh.
dude. The
Good for you,
experience
man.
that'll bring you, dude. That's
it'll be fun.
Should
so
we have a
happy
write-in
for you.
campaign? Should we have, all our listeners, both of them?
I don't
Right
know.
in.
I'll
Yeah, do you need
I'll
any
hear
help?
back.
Do you need any
Do you
help?
need help? We got like 10 people. I swear I could write letters for you.
We got like 10. We got all 12. We got all 12 of them ready.
Got Mr. Awesome,
Well, I don't know. After
Mr. Intelligent.
Peppy Pants.
after
Peppy.
today, I don't know if Mr. Awesom's gonna
Chabby.
write me a nice letter. Chabby
True.
might. Chabby
True.
might.
Chab might, but we'll see.
Chabby thinks I'm at least pretty funny. Or
Well,
you
dude,
know.
I hope you get it, man. That's
That would be an
Yeah,
absolute
that's
fantastic,
huge.
man.
I
won't
At
know
your
till
young
August.
age, that's a great thing.
yeah,
man.
that's
I know.
fun.
Can you believe that traveling college town to college town?
Yeah, young boy like you,
Strapping young lad.
strapping young lad, handsome young lad as
Yep.
you.
That's good stuff.
Hey, I'm with the college football team.
Knocker.
Third string
Moving
quarterback.
on.
Yeah.
Moving on from Cam's future sexual
Future
escapades.
sexual escapades
Yeah,
that we will discuss.
Future?
We're going to get to a little bit of
Or you mean
over-unders
present?
today. NFL over-unders coming up. We got a lot to talk about with that.
Love it.
And we're going to get to our NFL season preview, which each week we're going to go over each division knocker, kind of give you our breakdown, preview what we think, give you our opinions of what the outlook is for those teams. We're going to cover the NFC West today. So all the West Coast people out there, you get the Niners, the Seahawks, the Rams, and the Cards. Get them all out there. We're going to get to also the drunk of the week is Tony Dungy this week. I'm going to let you know. Just wait for that. You want to know why?
Oh, I got you.
Okay, you
Drunk
got
of
me.
the week?
He's drunk of the week. See, Knocker's face. That's why I wanted to bring.
I got you.
Tony
That's a tease.
Dungy.
That's a tease. Tony Dungy is the drunk of the week. Yes. We'll also get to a couple of
I know
NBA
why.
things at the end of the program. Also golf a little bit and a little bit of MLB. So again, NFL though all the way here and college football knock. Real quick, I was in Santa Cruz over the last couple weekends. Gotta say, it's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen. Did some redwood hiking up there. Blew some glass. That was awesome. Do some glass blowing. You bring your daughter in to make a couple bongs.
Right? Your daughter's making bongs
Yeah,
there?
dude, it's fantastic. What color should I pick, Daddy? Oh, those go really good when the smoke
Those
blends
go
in.
great, right?
Go blend. Awesome time up there. I just want to give a shout out to everyone that partied at my house over the weekend while I was gone.
Thanks to Dan
I want to
Burlington.
thank Dan Burlington for that
house
one.
sitting.
If you aren't familiar with Dan Burlington,
Nice.
I do have this thing called The Ring. It is a doorbell that lets me know and lets me see every person that comes to my house.
Did he bring all of his friends?
Yeah. Oh, he brought more than his friends to my house. Meanwhile, my cousin Dylan is over. Decides to Snapchat me 6 random dudes shotgunning beers in my backyard.
Okay, that's not that bad though.
No, but the wife doesn't know anybody's
Yeah,
there.
the wife that thinks that no one's
She
there.
wants nobody.
Well, she didn't know.
And
Did you
Knocker-
tell her? If
and
you
to
told
my-
her, that's a mistake.
To my knowledge, Knocker comes in. He's like, dude, it wasn't just.
It was just a few
It
people.
was. It was.
Some climbed over the wall that you didn't see, dude.
So, shout out to all the people that partied over to
No.
my house over the weekend.
I walk into the local grocery store, right? Josh is coming home Monday. I walk in there on Sunday, right?
It's a Sunday night, people.
Took my wife out for a hot fucking date on Sunday, right?
That's what I'm talking about.
Went to church, drove down to get the oil changed, walked her through the car wash because you got a free car wash with that oil change,
Of course,
and then drove her to the supermarket.
dude.
Dude, did I get laid that night or what?
Yeah.
Dude, it was on.
Give him a round of applause. Let's give him a little round of applause, people.
I'm walking through the
You're a dude.
I'm walking through the grocery store, right? And one of Daniel's friends happens to work there, right? Hey, Jordan, what's going on, man? He goes, blah, blah, blah. What time you get off? Well, I get off at like 4 o'clock. Then I'm heading over to Josh's house.
Oh my god.
What? He goes, yeah, Daniel's having a party over at Josh's house.
Oh, fuck, man.
That's a terrible friend, by the way, ratting him out like that.
Seriously?
That's a horrible friend. Be like,
My
I don't
God,
know what
you
you're
don't
talking
tell
about.
my pops. Come on.
Right?
But they did good, though. They cleaned up well. No stains on the couches.
There you go.
Everything was
See?
good. And
Hey.
no dog pee in the house, and that was the main thing.
Right.
They were there.
Exactly.
No dog pee in the house. So, all right, guys.
I mean, you had Dylan there alone, and I've met Dylan a handful of
my
times.
cousin
That guy
can
is
party.
crazy.
Dude, Dylan's nuts.
Yeah.
Yes. Him alone is a party.
Yes.
Dude, he was
Dylan's-
Snapchatting him and his buddies jumping off his house, 2-story house in Castaic, off the chimney, dude, into his pool.
Yeah, that's just.
That's Dylan.
Yeah, that's Dylan.
Yeah.
That's
Dylan.
All right, guys, let's break it down.
He's definitely hold my beer guy.
He is. Oh yeah, hold my beer guy. I think that was Blackout Falcon on that one that I posted that tried to do the big black guy that tried to do a backflip on the
That's
on
cruel,
the
dude.
diving board.
That's cruel. Don't even go there, man. Come on, Mike.
Let's
He's
get
sorry. He didn't mean that, Mike.
626-208-9040 is the number. Here we go, guys. It's back. Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like chubby starting music,
Yeah.
right? And for me, that's a really good thing. You know, doesn't happen often. So to add to this, all right, without further ado, since we're already 3 weeks into freaking July, right, and we still have Miss June up on the wall,
Yeah, really.
I think it's the most opportune time to change the calendar
Oh yeah.
for our
To start-
Houston,
I
Texas
think we
cheerleaders
should.
at the opening
She's
of our
due-
first
she's
football
due
show.
her time.
Right? She's been waiting patiently,
Yes.
waiting, and we're going to give her
Waiting.
an extra week into August because
Yeah, I think that
we haven't had a chance to turn
that's
the
right
proper
thing to do.
page.
I
so
think that's just.
I think, what do you think? Without
I think
further
we're being
ado,
a
to start off the
gentleman.
football season
Oh yeah, I'm
show?
on.
Yeah, let's do
no,
it.
no, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Hold on here. People,
All
let's
right.
see who our Miss July happens
Let's
to
see
be.
who our Miss July is. Let's get it up here. I don't know where his
By the
drum
way-
roll is, so we'll.
Just, yeah. That's what we got, Knocker. By the way, did you time it? How brilliant was it? We did 15 minutes today.
Who is that? Who is it? Let's see.
Ta-da! By the way,
Oh,
we did 15
God.
minutes
that
of
that
just
deserves
shooting.
a Chabs. That deserves it. Yeah. Oh.
Guys, we've done 15 minutes of just
Banter.
banter.
It's okay.
No, that's good. I'm saying that's
Yeah.
when you can make it 15 minutes pretty easy
Yeah, dude.
with just
We're
hellos.
professionals.
That's why shot of the week is like 45 minutes now.
Well, shout out to HTC Morgan O, Miss July. That just screams this right here. God, you should be watching the show if you don't watch it seriously just for that. Just to see Morgan unveiled there. It's just fantastic. It's tremendous. Well, I'll be not. That was pretty in depth right there. Gotta
The
say.
adjectives.
Yeah, the adjectives were just fantastic. All right, Knock. Let's get into it here. First off, NFL news. Let's get into this real quick. Ezekiel Elliott situation here. Knocker was involved in a altercation at a Dallas bar over the weekend. Ended up punching, it looks like a DJ, according to the story. You guys can check it out at sportscastlife.com. Knock, another situation Ezekiel Elliott was in a couple years ago in a domestic dispute altercation.
Yeah, that he is
also-
going to be suspended for.
Also appealing a ticket for driving 100 miles an hour on a tollway. Typical Cowboys knocker. Is this something that Jerry's got to, get under rest here? I know you two got a lot of jokes. I'm sure everyone does here. It's the Cowboys, same old Cowboys here, Knock. But is this something really that can become a real issue here? Is this like another Des Bryant situation with the Cowboys?
It could easily turn into one. Very easily could turn into one. What do you do? What do you say to the guy? I don't understand why any of these people do this.
Do you get him a bodyguard like the Des situation? Do you give him a curfew? Is that what you got to do?
I
to him?
think it might come down to that. I really do think if he crosses the line one more time, that yeah. I mean, they might even have something like this written into his contract. Who knows what goes into these contracts
See, but
nowadays?
Why do you have to go get this by a guy a bodyguard because he can't control himself? Just tell him, we're going to sit you. You're not playing. I mean,
Because you go through all options because he's productive. If he was a fringe player,
Yeah.
he'd be gone already.
that was
No,
one of
but
my-
you have
okay,
to.
but he's
I
good.
think here's the thing that I always think happens, especially in college football, with the programs who get caught when they self-punish themselves. The NCAA usually doesn't go after them. So I think if they were to do this with Zeke, say, we'll sit you out the first 2 games. I'm happy because I'm a Broncos fan. We play you week 2. I'm very happy.
So
that-
at least 2 games.
But I'm saying if you sit him like 2-3 games and you say, okay, that's our punishment, I don't think the NFL is going to come back with really anything. Because they don't.
I would have to agree with you. I would. I think if Dallas draws a line in the sand and just, because that's behavior unbecoming a Cowboy or whatever.
No, that's becoming a Cowboy.
I know. That's the problem here. I mean, you're trying to turn around an image that just, took years to develop. You've gone from America's team to, convict team.
America's team in jail.
Right.
Well, you were talking.
You
You
know?
brought up a good point. You said the Raiders last 3 years.
Oh, my God.
I guess they have the least amount of players that have been in.
But it's just-
I guess illegal altercations or getting arrested and
Yes.
stuff like that. And it's just now what do you do in this spot? Because they said earlier today the incident was suspended due to lack of complaints. So
Correct.
the investigation was suspended right now. So this might not even be charged. Now
I think you
should
cover.
Do the Cowboys do something? Does the NFL and Robert Goodell? Because if I'm the Cowboys right now, I first of all, I suspend him at least a game and have him sit there and walk in front of everybody in that locker room, undressed, and like, you know what? You're letting us down, Zeke.
you're selfish.
This is on you. I think you make a point of it early, I think you suspend him a game if you're the Cowboys, and I think after that you let him play, especially because they're playing Denver week 2.
I would go 2 games just because I think that's probably what he'll get.
I think that's what he's going to get to.
That's what I think he's going to get, especially the Ray Rice precedent. He got 2 games. You have to nip this in the butt, but I think this is why people point to that star skill position players are not leaders. It's always the quarterback. Quarterbacks can't go out and do this. They're too valuable to the team. So you don't see Dak Prescott going out there. I mean, you've seen Dak Prescott going on all these PR tours, signing autographs, getting ready, working out. But
Stabler was probably the last one in that position to really push the limit that way.
But even still, it's going back to the fact that, you know, there's more talented football players on the team, but the quarterback's so important that they have to do everything to control their image. So,
and again, I know he's going to shock you in saying this, okay? We really don't know what happened.
That's true.
That's a very
We
good
have
point.
no idea what happened. We just know what the news is reporting.
Media,
And do we trust the press? Really? Do we
well,
trust the press on everything they do?
We do have a
Here's-
video of a guy knocked out on the floor, busted nose. So, I
Correct.
mean, there is a video of something did happen. Now, what caused that to happen is
Right.
is
The
is
fact that
big
there's
deal.
somebody knocked out does not mean that he didn't swing first, that he didn't egg him on all night, that he didn't grab his balls as he walked by going to the bathroom. Nobody knows
Very
what this
well
guy
could've
said
happened.
to him, what this guy did to his girl. There's no in-depth investigation going on, and for the Dallas police to just drop it this fast tells me either somebody paid a huge amount of money to somebody to shut this up, or there's really nothing there. And I'm willing to give the kid the benefit of the doubt, and I know I don't usually do that. I'm pretty harsh, but I'm willing to give the kid the benefit of the doubt till all the facts come out.
I like that.
Here's
that's very,
the counterpoint to your point and why I don't think he gets the benefit of the doubt. Domestic violence issue he had with his
couple years.
ex-girlfriend.
Yes, there is
says
history, yeah.
There was
Nothing-
history, but the
Nothing
witness
happened,
said
no charges filed.
so. That was his girlfriend. His ex-girlfriend's friend said no. She just wanted money. Okay, I'll give you that. Then the Mardi Gras thing happens. Being a little bit immature at Mardi Gras. Then the speeding ticket. Now this. It's like, okay, man, you're in 4 or 5 instances. You're starting to lose your credibility.
Correct.
Because you keep getting in
Can't
trouble.
write all of them off.
You're the common denominator. That's the point.
Absolutely.
So that's why I don't
That's
think
a-
he's getting it.
Yeah.
Good point there. Well, so we're going to see again the Cowboys woes continue. They got Randy Gregory again getting suspended for the season, I believe. Another just
That guy's a joke.
Yeah, joke. We'll see what happens. What the big deal to me is, and we'll finish it off here with Zeke, is that not only does he hurt him, he has a chance to get Dak really hurt. He's like such a good pass blocker, and a big reason Dak had success last year is because he was able to sit in the pocket. And the
Sounds
reason,
just like me.
I'm telling you, but you look at Romo. The reason he was hurt is because Gronkowski's
You sound
brother,
like me,
Gronkowski's
absolutely.
brother missed the block and got him hurt.
Absolutely.
You know, so I think that's going to be an issue. I think Cam, I think you're right. I think it comes if it does come to suspension, it's 2 games.
Just
and he's out.
if you take the punishment right now and you take it upon yourself, especially with the relationship that Jones has with Goodell, I think it'll be all right.
I do too.
I mean, you can weasel around with that,
And
but
you know what? I don't mind Zeke sitting out, even though it will hurt us. He
You
ran
don't mind,
he
yeah.
ran the football a lot last year. Let's give him a couple more weeks off.
the thing is
I don't mind
your 3. The problem is your first 3 games, like I was telling you before the show, you have a tough first 3 games. You have a team that beat you twice
Right.
last year. You have a Super Bowl
There's
champ
a
from
potential
2
for the Cowboys
years
to go
ago,
0-3 to
and
start
you
the
have the
season.
Cardinals. Like those are all hard games.
That's a potential. So here, next story up here, Knocker. This one, a little different situation here when it comes to Colin Kaepernick and him not signing with the team. Michael Vick recently making his way through the radio waves here, Knocker. Coming out and making a stand here and saying a couple choice words about why Colin Kaepernick hasn't found a team, and he doesn't think it has anything to do with his political stance, but rather his play on the field here, Knocker. And here's what he had to say if you guys want to listen up.
Colin Kaepernick, for a different set of reasons, is having a hard time getting back into the NFL. He's got some controversy surrounding him that, has to do with his protest. What do you think about the way the NFL is treating Colin Kaepernick? Some people are saying he's being blackballed. I happen to think that it's about teams wanting their quarterback to be all in?
It has nothing to do with him being blackballed. The gesture that he made, last year when he took the stand to do what he did, listen, we all appreciated it. We respected it. And it was a good thing. It was a good I really think, the stand that he took has nothing to do with him not having a job or playing in the National Football League right now. And being frank, Colin didn't have the best 2 years, his last 2 seasons. I mean, it wasn't as productive as what we've seen him do. And maybe it's due to coaching changes and, musical chairs in the positions around him and the players. But I think in terms of him getting back out on the field, it's going to have to be a team that can suit his skill set and what he does, what he does well. Mobility inside and outside of the pocket, making plays with his feet, maybe a little bit of the wildcat, whatever they want to call it, mixed in, but it has to be some type of scheme that helps, Kaepernick and that team in terms of productivity. Any other type of offense, I don't think will help him right now because it's going to take so long to, adjust and learn the system, protections, blitzes, what to look for, receivers, that type of, that type of camaraderie don't happen overnight.
What do you think of team?
So real quick before I move on, I just want to play a little more Knocker. First on that stance there, saying that, his stance when it came to, kneeling or not standing at the national anthem here, Knocker, I'm on the side with what Michael Vick's saying here, because you look at him, he's had an arm surgery, he's had a knee surgery, his numbers are completely horrible the last 2 years. Yeah, maybe the organization really hasn't set him up for success, but he's just not the same player he was in that playoff game against the Packers 3 years ago or whatever it was. I'm with Michael Vick and what he had to say here, and I got a lot of flack back, especially from one of my buddies, Nick, on Twitter. I'm going to be on his ESPN show on Saturday talking about this. He thinks Michael Vick's full of crap here, and I just think Michael Vick says exactly how it is.
I'm going to agree with everything that Michael Vick said. Everything, including which I think is going under commented on, or I think just kind of got breezed over. He mentioned camaraderie. He mentioned teams wanting to know that your quarterback is all in. Quarterback has to be all in. This is a man who has another agenda as important to him as being a football player. At least that's what he projects. He feels the social injustice. He feels that kneeling down and all these things are justified. That's fine and great. But you paid to play football.
Yeah.
You paid to be our quarterback. And if your team feels that you're distracted or you're not giving us 110%, I don't need you here. Go do what you want. And like he said, hey, it's a good thing. Hey, that was a great thing. But can you read defenses? Are you studying film? Do you have a rapport with your linemen?
Are you posting stuff on Instagram?
Or are you busy doing all of the other things that take away from wins and losses? Because we might applaud your stance, but we're here to win championships. We're here to win football games. And if you're not that guy, we don't need you. And I agree with Michael Vick. He's not that guy anymore. He is not the same player and has nothing to do. Now, you take all that and you combine it with the controversy, there's no way he's going to get a job.
Now, Cam, I'm going to go to
Not
you in
gonna
1
happen.
second. I want to play the last clip here.
Play that,
He plays. This is very good comment here on Michael Vick. Goes into the appearance of Colin Kaepernick and how he needs to change it in order to, change the view of the public here. It's really good. So here we go.
Or people in the media like me that say because of his activism and because of what he seems to be into over social media, he's not really all in on football. Football's not that important to him. And teams from that position want guys who are obsessed with football.
Yeah, well, we don't know his commitment, his dedication to the game right now. Unless you talk to Colin personally, you probably won't know. I still think his heart is in football. He's fairly young, still in his 5th, 6th season. He has a ton of football ahead of him, but it's all predicated on what teams want. in the quarterback position. Now, I'm surprised that he's not a backup, with anybody right now. But as you look at all the teams around the National Football League, a lot of teams have good, solid backups that's been there for 3 or 4 years and understand the system. So when Colin come in, it's starting from ground zero. And, in terms of his social media and what he likes to do and what he likes to be involved in, it's all at his discretion. It's what he wants to do. I'm pretty sure he's understanding that the things that he does put on social media, he gets involved in, is going to be heavily scrutinized because you're a quarterback in the National Football League. Now, a lot of teams don't like it. They don't want guys active on Twitter and Instagram, and I wouldn't want it either if I was a owner of a team or worked in the PR department. You got to contain certain things, and some things need to be kept private. So, I'm rooting for Colin. I'm his biggest supporter. The guy wears my number, so I'm always support him and be there for him.
All right, so good stuff from Michael Vick there. Later in the conversation, went in about his appearance, how you can't show up with you looking like clown hair. That present yourself as an NFL quarterback. This is a business. These owners are paying you millions of dollars. Act like you should be there. Cam, what do you got to take from that interview there?
Well, I want to make a couple quick points.
Yeah,
I want to go first to the
You got the
appearance. What's the first thing that happens when you go in for a job interview? You have to be dressed up in a suit.
Absolutely.
You have to be really nice. You have to be on time. Make sure you're there.
Yes.
Respectful to everyone. It's just like any other job. So that's the first impression they get of you. And I think, second, this is coming from a guy who's been through hell and back. He's been through the fire. You look at Michael Vick. Michael Vick is, when he fell from his, athlete grace, was probably, other than Tiger Woods, was probably the most hated athlete of all time.
Put him right up there.
I mean, with what he did and
Correct.
him having to rebuild his image, having to replay football. Not only that, but he did a lot of activism and stuff for PETA and things of that nature and the ASPCA. And Michael Vick really has become a role model, and it says a lot about him as his character that he bounced back. And what gets me is, thirdly, with Colin Kaepernick, is this interview came out, and I believe it was a couple hours on Twitter afterwards or the day afterwards, he posted a message that had the definition of Stockholm Syndrome. To me, that's a sign of that you're immature. You don't want to take people's other advice. People are only trying to help you get back in the league. He's very talented. He's a very smart young guy. You know what? You have to applaud him for taking a stance that he believes in, because not many people do it in this country or have the balls to do that.
Yeah.
So I will give him credit for that. But it's just getting to the point where, okay, there's so many people in your ear that are telling you things, and when you're ignoring them and continually ignoring them, and not only that, but you're disrespecting them, why would anybody want to take you on? You're becoming more of a risk than a reward. And his play on the field has decreased. So he's got to go out there. He's got to show every workout. It's the same thing with like Manziel. You have to go out there and you have to show in every workout that you want to be number one, and that you're going to make every throw. You're going to make every run. You're going to stay afterwards. You're going to have that rapport with your linemen. You're going to have that rapport with your other teammates, your wide receivers, and that you're going to go into those interviews and you're going to be the guy. So I just think for him, I think like Knocker, he's never gonna get back in the NFL.
Knock, finish it off here.
This is so deep, and there's so many
Layers,
avenues and layers to this. Bottom line, in my line of work, right? I work for a huge corporation. I may have my own political views. I choose to work there. This is where I'm choosing to work. There are standards and guidelines that I have to adhere to, right? If I don't, then I am not employed anymore. And I believe this is the same thing. NFL owners have to sell tickets. They are subject to the public buying beer, buying tickets, buying memorabilia, buying souvenirs. And if you do something to alienate those people, combine it with non-productivity on the field, nobody needs you.
Yeah.
It's corporate America, bro. It's corporate America. The same corporation that made you rich is the same corporation that's going to shut you out because you don't want to play ball. It may not be right, but it is the way it is. And unless you understand that, which Michael Vick did, he came out contrite, apologetic, towed the line, did what he may have hated every minute of it, and it may have been a lie.
That's what he said.
But he did it.
Yeah.
Because he needed the job. And Kaepernick is not understanding that. Therefore, I believe he will never, ever get a job in the NFL again.
Cam, you have the same notion?
I mean, the thing that's so ridiculous with people is we're acting like it's a different business environment than every other business environment in America. And that's how it works. That's how business works. Knocker's right. You have your standards and practices. You got to follow them.
Yep, I agree. All right, guys, when we get back, Knocker gets a shot of the week.
Yes.
We get back, we'll start that early tonight. Also, get to a couple more NFL
This one, I
headlines.
need more alcohol.
It's NFL Game Day Show and more alcohol. We'll get some Chargers news. Johnny Manziel back in the news. A lot of boneheads this week. If you're the owner of a national football team, shouldn't you know the first name of your starting quarterback?
You probably should.
Probably should. Well, our nation's capital, they're a little dumb over there.
Well, he's never been accused of being the brightest. Rich! He's rich as shit, but he's never been accused
And again,
of being the brightest guy on earth.
Drunk of the Week, Tony Dungy coming up!